Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be explaining about event functions. So in Unity there are a lot of event functions that get called when a specific event happens. So like the start function is also an event function, even this update function. So whatever I write inside the start function will get called at the beginning of the game, and whatever I write inside the update will get continuously called. So if I take this, if I take this, okay, and then put it in the update. Let's go back to Unity. So now if I run, the console, you can see it's uh, continuously printing hello. So there are many event functions in Unity. I'll explain them when we use them. So let's move on to variables. Variables are containers for storing data values. So there will be different type of data or values that we want to store when we make a game. So we need different type of variables to store different type of values. Okay, so the first type of variable is int. So int can only store numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 uh, without decimal points. For example, in your game, you're making score, and the score. So in your game, if you want score, you need to store that value in an int, because it's usually a whole number and not a decimal number. So the second type of variable is float. In this type of variable, you can only store decimals. For example, in your game, you need to store the speed of your car, and um, and the speed of your car is mostly a decimal number, like 1.5 kilometers per hour. So you need to store it in a float variable. So the third type of variable is string, which can only be used to store letters and words. So for example, you want to store the player's nickname or username, it's going to be only letters, so you need to use string. So now I'll show you how to create these variables. So in the first line here, after this public class, this class, inside this curly brace, you have to type int. I'll be showing you how to do int first. So int, and here it's going to be the name of your int variable. So I'm going to name it score, and now here you can assign what it should be. So I'm going to put 100, and then put a semicolon. Semicolon is used to say that it's the end of the command. So now instead of this print hello, put it in the start. So now if we just delete everything inside this uh, thing and type score here, it will print this value 100. So I'll show you. Let's go back to Unity, wait for it to compile, and then let's click run. And now you can see it printed 100, which is the value we assigned here. So now I'll be showing you float. So first you have to write float, and then you can name it anywhere and anything here. So I'll name it speed, and I'm gonna assign the value as 2.5, 2.5, and now you can see there's a small red underline showing that there's an error. For this decimals, you have to add an f at the end. So this f says that this value is a float value. So you can also make it a whole number and then type f to say that it's a float value. So I'm just going to make it 2.5 f. And now let's print speed here and go back to Unity. Here, and run again like this. And there is our 2.5. And now the last type is string. So you have to type string name. I'm going to name it name. So I'm going to assign the value as Sid. And now you can see now you can see that there's a red underline. So for this type of variable, you have to add this quotation and then type your value here. And now let's put name here. Now let's go back to Unity. Now let's run. And now you can see it printed Sid. And there's also one more type of variable which is character. So to use it, you have to type char, or you can pronounce it whatever you want. So I'm gonna name it letter, and you can only store a single letter in this. So you have to type single quotation marks and then type any letter you want, only one letter, like that. And then let's print this letter. Now let's go back to Unity. And press play. And now you can see S got printed. So that's it for today. We'll continue in the next video. So if you like this video, please subscribe and click the bell icon. Thanks for watching.